Greetings everyone, my name is Edwin Liberty and welcome to my channel. Well, today I'll be walking through with you with some functions and some of the function we have here are sum, average, mean, max and round. So before us is actually a simple sample data set that we're going to use to carry out this function and see how we can implement them and get familiar with those functions. Without wasting much time, let's just proceed. And looking at this sample data set, we observe that we actually have the item, a unit price, and quantity. So let me take this out. Now, let's go with this. Now, we have 5 quantity for apple, which is the item, and each of these apple were sold for a unit price of 100. Now, we would love to actually have the total sale, to know the total sale of all these items. And how do we do that? So we're going to be using some of this function to get the total sale price, and also to get the average sale price, and to know the minimum sale and also the maximum sale. And I'll just go through the last function, which is round, which I will explain later on. So without wasting our time, let's kickstart. So now we have unit price of 100 for apple, and we are made to understand that we have 5 quantity. That means we have 5 pieces of apple. Now we want to get the sale price. So we want to get the sale price for the apple. That means we want to see the cost of 5 apple with the unit price of 100. That means each one is 100. Now we want to get the sale price for the 5 quantity of apple. How do we do that? We're going to multiply. If one apple is 100, definitely how much will be 5? That means 5 will be 500. How do you do that? That means you actually carried out a multiplication whereby you have 5 times 100, the number of quantity of the item times the unit price will give you the sale price for that item. So for us to do that mathematics, we have to start with equal to. So if we have started our mathematical expression, we start with equal to, and if we are making use of our function, we also make use of equal to. So now let's start equal to. So let's write out our mathematical expression. So we're going to multiply the quantity here, which is cell C10, times a story is standing and signifying multiplication, while before slash serving as division, and your plus is standing and signifying as addition. So now we are multiplying. So we have our cell C10, which stands for quantity, times the unit price, which is B10. So we click on our enter. So you can see that we have a sale price of 500. So that's our sale price. Then we can do the same thing here by putting our equal to the quantity times the unit price, then we'll click enter. Now instead of doing this manually, it looks stressful, so we're going to use our autofill. So we can come to the end corner here at the square head, then we click and we drag down, then it will automatically solve for the rest. So that's the sale price for each of these items. That means apple, 5 quantity of apple cost 500. For the mango, 3 quantity of mango cost 360. You can actually put a currency for this price to actually know which you're actually solving for. If you are actually making use of dollar or any currency at all, if it is rand, it is naira, it is cedis, just like that. You're gonna just indicate it as if you want to, and if you want to do that, you just add to use it in your unit price here, where you can actually light it. Then you can see that you can either press your Ctrl 1, or you just move directly to the number section and you click on the drop down, then choose dollar. Now we have a symbol and our currency attached to the unit price, which is dollar, and you can reduce the decimal. If you don't want the decimal, you can just come back to your number section and you reduce it by decreasing the decimal. So this is actually good. So it's not going to reflect here since we are not making use of table. So what are we going to do? Is either you highlight it and you implement it, or you can just delete it again, equal to the quantity times the unit price, and you click on enter. Automatically the sign will follow it. So I can't be doing that for all of them, so I just come to this edge and drag down. Then we have our say price with her currency symbol. So that's for this. So now we have solved for our say price. So the next thing we are trying to get is the total sale. We've seen the sale for each of these items. Now I want to calculate the total sale price. All the sales that we made, we want to calculate all of them together. Let's see the amount, the total. And how do you do that? You make use of your sum function. So we can do our total sales price. So sales price. For us to that, we start to our equal to. I told you, instead of doing a long form of addition, whereby you can say, okay, for us to get this total sale price, that means we must add all of them together. Instead of doing this cell, which is D10 plus D11 plus then enter. This looks so stressful. Instead of that, we make use of the function sum, so that we automatically tell the cell that we want to summarize everything. So we take the summation, and we take the summation of the range you are going to present to it. So we write sum. We're going to take the range. When we take the range, we are trying to say that, okay, please sum this range for me. That means add everything in this range for me. So by the time you close it and you click enter, you get your value. Sum. Now we've gotten our total sale price. Now how can we get our average? We can do that by average sale price. So we have our average sales price. I did that. We actually have a function for that, which is average. All right, it average. Average. Click on the tab. Then you take the range as well. It's going to take the average of this sale price, which is the mean value. It's going to take it, and when you do that, you actually have $455. That's the average sale price. What about the minimum? We have taken the sale now. We want to see what's the minimum sale price that this business actually generated. So we're going to write minimum. Let's see, minimum. Sorry for that. Sales price. You can just put that. You don't want to put it. You can use the function which is min. To click on your tab, then you take the range. Even before clicking out, enter. Mere looking at it, we can actually tell that the minimum sale price is 360. The reason we can actually do that is because the data set is very small and we can just work it out. But sometimes it can be lengthy, so you can't be using your eye to gauge it. So you just make use of a function. So you click on enter, so that is $360. The same thing goes for our maximum sale price. The maximum sale price. You use the same thing again. Mere looking at it, we can tell that the maximum sale price is actually 500. So we'll take the range and we'll close it and click enter. So you can see that we have $5. So that's just it. Now for the round is just another function that helps you round up your figure. For example, you might actually have a decimal. We don't have any decimal, so we can't round anything up here. You can actually have 678.987 as a value. So you can actually make use of your round to maybe rounding up to maybe two decimal or to two figures or one. So now let's see, equal to round. So this is it. So round a number to a specific number of digits. So now I want to round it up to, let's say, 2 decimal place. How do you do that? This is what you do. You can put your equal to your round. You click the value, that's the number. Then you use your comma to actually move to the next argument. It's now asking you how many number of digits do you want to round it up to. If it is 3, you're definitely going to have that same value repeated. You can see it. If it is 2, you're going to have like 678, 678.99. Let's say 2. So you click on enter. So you see it. So just like that, even to 1, definitely you're going to have it just like that. So you can actually round it up. You could round it up to 1. Click on enter. Definitely you're going to have 679, because when you do you approximate that, definitely going to have 0. Then you take the other one that is remaining to the next. Definitely going to have 679.0, which is the same thing as 679. So that's just it. Thank you so much, and thank you for staying.